teenager. Now, someone shot 18-year-old Quantavius Armstrong on Glenwood Road in DeKalb County. We showed you the growing memorial as the story developed Thursday during Channel 2 Action News this morning. Call Crime Stoppers at 404-577-TIPS with any kind of information that you have. 404-577-8477.
Well, this right here is Quantavius Armstrong, other known as Tay-Man. He died last year of March 19th of 2014. And basically what happened was he was killed by a young man. What we're trying to do is raise money so we're able to get him a headstone. Because right now you see that he has like flowers there. Our goal is going to be 2,000. So we're going to make our way. We're making progress as we speak. And everything should work well today at his birthday celebration. Hope to see you guys there. Devil man. La Familia. Hi, kitty. Today we are at Lew Walker Park in celebration of Quantavius Tay-Man Armstrong's birthday. Today he will be 19. You are watching our ATL TV. We are culture. Hey everybody. I'm TT Auntie Marika. Everybody knows Tay. He's a sweetheart. I love him. He left us unfortunately, but you know he's still with us. Today we celebrate his life. He's a good man. He's on the way to be, you know, do right. When he left, you know, he's like he gonna get his life right, he gonna do right, but unfortunately he got taken from us. But we thank everybody for coming out to support him with us. We love you, and I love you. Mwah.
You know I miss you, Tay. You know, boy, you were the light of my life. I mean, he was so funny and sweet. And you know, when you was around him, you couldn't do nothing but love him because he would always make you laugh and stuff.
He was smart. He always thought he was right. He was my big brother and I love him. I know he looking down on us. But you know I love you, Tay-Man, and I always will. I ain't gonna never forget about you. R.I.P. my brother.
I'm Tay-Man's uncle. Last year of January, my nephew was killed on Glenwood right there in front of the package store. And it took a while for us to find out who killed him, but we ended up finding him. And today we having a visual for him, which we're gonna have every year. We don't know if it's gonna be the same location or a different location to celebrate my nephew's life. This guy that got killed, which was my nephew, had a face. We don't want to go by the reputation what he had, because still, no matter what a man do, he's still human. He lost his life over something so simple, and it was unjust because he got killed over the wrong thing for something he never even done. But as you see, he got family and friends out here representing him. Most of them, they didn't make it, but they sent it over Facebook. I thank you all for coming out here taking this and taking your time out to represent, and you're doing a good job, a family job for the neighborhood. Everybody love God. Keep praying, keep your head up. If you lose one, there's always a better day, there's always a rainbow somewhere.
I'm a little sad, his cousin. More like a brother, been around since I was young, been fighting and all that, but yeah, I'm a cousin. R.I.P. Tay-Man, man, I miss you, man. Just thought about it all the time we don't have together, laughing and stuff. Remember the time you fell off the motorcycle, said you got hit by a car. I don't know if that was true or not, but I remember you calling out my name, but man, I love you, man, and miss you. R.I.P. Save me a spot up there.
R.I.P. Tay Movement. We love you, Tay-Man.
What's up? I'm Tony. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I moved to Georgia like 5 years ago. I direct videos, I make beats, I rap. My message is overall positive. I don't like speaking negative, too many negative things. You still got people like Dow, Yo Gotti, like most of the underground artists not talking about too much. But I don't even know too much about Memphis music anyway, because I moved at I didn't get into the city as much. Where I was like around the outside, like in the hood and stuff. So I didn't do as much in Memphis. My brother, my big brother, Fabo, cause he really why I started rapping, cause he used to freestyle or whatever, and I used to like all that. Yeah, he freestyle, he's good at it. And I was like, okay. So I started writing and freestyling with him. He stopped, but I just kept doing it, and I was really serious about what I was doing. Get into like a leadership program, cause that's the move, cause that's what I was in, the New Visions. It's like a church, and it's like a leadership team that you be on, and you lead like younger kids. You work as a leader at summer camp, and you teach the kids, you watch older kids, and you learn leadership, and you be in different programs, you go to different churches. Shout out to Myron Thomas. The advice I would have for an aspiring rapper is to keep working. Just keep working and getting better, because once you're working, you just getting better. You know what not to do if you fail, instead of failing and just quit. You just gotta keep doing it.
Hi, my name is Jackie Dudley, and I support ATL.com. Support ATL.com.
Hi, I'm Rose the artist, aka Sabre. Rose is just like my middle name. It sounds cool. With Rose, I'm more free. With my every canvas, I get better. I step out the box more. I don't really focus on people's opinions, when I'm painting. But with Sabre, I've always been that more quiet, type to, hold a lot of things in. But when I'm Rose, it's not like that. I grew up in a single parent home. My mom, she was very busy, so she didn't notice that I started drawing on the walls. She didn't notice it until she seen it, and she was like, that's nice, but you gotta clean it up. So I started drawing more and more in school. My teachers were like, you need to do your work first and stop doodling on the paper. And it got to the point, where people started kind of noticing it, and they were giving me like drawing books for Christmas, and that helped me to get where I am today. A little more into my background. When I went to high school in 2012, I got bullied really badly, and instead of sticking up for myself, I just ran from it, and I regret it sometimes, but I don't now, because it's made me a stronger person. I got isolated for a year, and that led to me being very depressed and suicidal, and I did some things, I overdosed on pills, and I'm blessed to be able to still be here, and that helped me to get out of those situations and to just start painting, to just use what God gave me to, cheer other people up and push them, to let them know that, you can't worry about people, you have to do what you're made to do. All my emotions, I put them on my heart. There's no more just, I can't use this, I can't paint this. I put everything or anything I feel, how I feel about anything today, I put on my paint, on my canvas. My mission is to use my gift, to motivate people to use their gift. They wouldn't know I can draw. They wouldn't. She's just average, but when they see that, they see Rose, the artist, they're like, wow. My sister, my manager, she, being that we're the only two kids in our family, she took a lot of responsibilities. She cooked, she taught me, she did a lot. It's my sister. This piece right here, when I looked at it, the blank canvas, I thought about who I think would be perfect to be, in leadership, like with the government. So my top 3 choices were Shock G, Tupac, and Snoop Dogg, because of their own personalities, because of their actions, because of their history. So with Shock G over in the corner, I just described his history and how free and fun he was. and how he just was like, you know, do what you like. He was like, no matter what, just be yourself, be free. Right here, I put some women dress like this, you know, like they're a nice gown. Some women have like, you know, a bathing suit on, but or like this. Does it make them different or not? Not all men want their treasures to be seen, so you gotta keep it classy. This piece is called Love No Matter What Color, because after Shock G, you know, after I started, you know, looking up to him, and I got influenced by his paintings that he did for his albums, I realized that you can paint somebody no matter what color. It doesn't have to be black or white. So I really I stepped out of the box with one of my favorite colors, and this just represents all races. This is like Mother Nature. She's holding all races, and it's a heart. And the drip effect, it was just cool. This is a shirt I did. It's Shock G and Humpty Hump, same person. And this is kind of like with me, this is like Spray, and this is like Rose. In a sense, you know how, you know, it made me start being free. When I started hearing all them funky raps with the Humpty dance, I started writing raps because I was like, I want to bring this back. But, you know, I'm still working on getting out of my shell with my poetry. But in the meantime, I express my loudness from the inside of the canvas. My mentor, Mr. Garfield, I met him at Georgia State, and it was just like we clicked automatically. I actually had made a custom hat that I wore, and I was like, you like my hat? And this was before I even knew who he was. He was in Shy. This is before I knew. I just thought his name was weird or whatever. But I was like, you like my hat? He was like, yeah, I want you to make that hat for me. So I made the hat, and he was like, I want you to put Shy on the back of my hat. I didn't even know what that meant. So I brought the hat to him, and everybody was like, do you know what you just did? I was like, what? And he was just like, I was like, why did you tell me you were famous? He was like, I'm not famous. What is famous? I was like, famous is when you were around good music at a good time. And he started laughing. But he's been a big part of my life. He's been like a father figure. He gives me advice. I can talk to him at day or night. And he's just always telling me, never stay in the box. Matter of fact, just kick the box. My poem is called Drop the Gun, and I wrote it because of things that happened. And it's my opinion on basically summarizing. When I wrote this, I pictured myself as like the news anchor woman. So here it goes. People are murdering with words like fanatics, shooting mouth bullets like semi-automatics. How tragic. Adding more crime to the urban demographics. No more bodies in plastics. Gotta find new tactics to stop the madness. It's time to get drastic. Don't you know the court isn't for us? The innocent get accused and abused, while the guilty run loose doing wrong do's with loose screws. The media crews spread the stories, while Ma and Pop sing the blues over bad news. Eric and Tia were shot, time to pay dues. Trayvon didn't get no justice cause he wasn't a who's who. Look real close, you'll see him in the review saying, it could have been you or you. So please don't snooze on each other. I'm tired of seeing single black mothers crying while laying their kids to rest. You really don't understand how blessed you are. Rockin' red or blue doesn't make me impressed. Why not be free to be on house arrest? I suggest you pick up a book to invest in your future instead of gangs, be an entrepreneur. Who are you to think you have the right to take a life? You didn't bring them in, so don't take them out. Helping one another is what it's all about. Drop the gun. A life of violence doesn't lead a road of fun. Your life will end before it begun. Doesn't make sense to me how economy determines safety. Who has noticed the pain lately growing greatly in our village where the rulers have crimes that can't even see them? Will it take for your kin to be the reason to come together as a legion to help the weekend get stronger? No need for an applauder from the mouth of a team begging how much longer? Will there be no positive installers in my gen? Generation that is that get dismissed from the true realness the realness is. I really am in a rage like Humpty said years ago. Violence leads to a jail cage where you have no freedom though. So many y'all say you're too young to understand, but the last time I checked there were no age restrictions on bullets, man. Great. Another one of my peers just died. Another tree cut down in this forest. His mother's heart is the source of us all. In my opinion, police brutality is bull. So is gang violence, so is race violence. Why you moving on with your life? I'm tired of silence. Chills up my spine every time I see violence take a life. Where's the break from all this strife, people? Before I end up speaking about all the negativity in the world today, I just want to say, keep your eyes open and stop the violence before you end up on the news the next day. This is Rose the Artist, and you're watching Art Heart ATL TV. Pound Weird Culture.
In my generation, I think bullying is happening more often because we're getting judged by everything we do. We're getting watched. Everybody's always watching, ooh, she don't got this, you know, she's not wearing the latest sneakers, or he's not wearing the latest sneakers. We're always judged by how we look, what we wear, how we talk, how we carry ourselves. So, and especially being social media is so big now, so it's more prominent. Like, people feel like they could just bully people online, and they just think that they have a right now, that because you're not on their level, they can talk to you any way they want to. I was bullied when I was younger in New York. I was in preschool. I'm never gonna forget this. This girl, she didn't like me, and I really didn't know why at the time. And she used to bully me, and she used to like push me out of line, and she used to call me names. And one day she bit me, and I told my mom. And well, I didn't know this, but she actually told my mom that, you know, she wished that she had her as a parent. Like, she wished she had a mom. And it just feels like nowadays, just people bully for all types of reasons, because their self-esteem, I feel like their self-esteem is so low. And they feel like, you know, they have nobody supporting them, and sometimes they take all that anger out and they throw it at somebody else because they may have somebody supporting them and what they're trying to do. I deal with bullying now in the terms of I'm more of a talker. I try to sit down and talk through my confrontations, and I'll come home and I'll tell my mom, or I'll tell my uncle or other family members or friends, and I'll ask them like, okay, this person came up to me. I really don't know how to handle this situation. I don't want to lash out because I'm not a fighter. I don't want to lash out and try to act like, you know, I know what I'm doing. So I try to get more advice from other people and try to talk to the person, really realize, try to understand why they don't like me. One thing that people probably wouldn't know, but just by looking at me, I graduated early from high school. I'm always getting mistaken, like, oh, one time I got mistaken, I was in middle school. But I'm always getting like, oh, you must be in high school. It's like, no, I'm in college. I love college. I like the fact that you get to make your own schedules. You get to, you know, come to class whatever time, not whatever time you want, but you can schedule different times that's comfortable for you. I like the variety of people, different age groups and different cultures, and the involvement they have, especially at my college. They try to get everybody involved. They have like student life, student ambassadors. So it's a lot of organizations that you can get involved in, and it's just fun. It's a good experience. This is my new shirt, one of my new shirts. It says, "You don't know me." It's the same bullying movement. Basically, you don't know me, so why would you judge me? So this is what this shirt is all about, and I really like it.
I'm her mom. I think it's great. Of course, as a parent, when you know your child is being bullied, you want to protect them. Christian has always been the talker, so I've been the defender. But going about it the way that she has been and using social media, I think it's been great. I guess to make sure she stays on track, I know this is very important to her and very passionate to her, but outside of this, she's still a teenager. She just turned 17. That she has a well-rounded life. That although she's doing all of this, and this has allowed her to meet a lot of people and have different opportunities, she still have chores at home. She still got to walk the dog. She's, things of that nature. So don't think you up here, you still got stuff down here you need to do. So just overall make her a well-rounded person. The most challenging? First of all, getting her up to do it, getting her ready, and then her thinking she's the boss of me. So that's been the most challenging, to let her know, I'm your mother. So that's it.
I really do like working with my mom. It's always fun. It's always a good turnout. she gets things done, and I feel like, like other people would probably get things done, but she puts more of an effort into it. She's like, when I'm in there talking and I get off stage, she gives me the, good and the bad. She lets me know, okay, you did this good. I didn't really like this. She's truthful. She's very honest. Sometimes it hurts, but she makes sure that next time that I have an event or next time I'm doing something, that it gets done right. And she's like the neck. The neck supports the head. So she has everything grounded. She does everything, and it's good. She's my team. She's my whole team. For me, it was when I went to the Sister Talk event, and I met one of my mentors, Miss Desiree Lee. She really, we took a picture, and I had on my shirt, and she asked me about it, and then she really took me under her wing, and she just puts me out there. She invites me to different events. She just really makes sure, other than my mom, she's my big supporter. She throws me out there, she tells people about it. And when I got her to, really support, I was like, okay, this is really going somewhere, because, I'm just thinking we're gonna take a picture, I'm gonna go back into the meeting, and she really, opened me to meet different people, and it's been a good experience.
Hi, I'm Desiree Lee, author of Inmate 114-2980, The Desiree Lee Story, and you are watching Art Heart ATL TV. We are culture.
My name is Tennille, and I support ArtHeartATL.com.
You can follow me on Twitter at Tonius F Star, my Instagram at Tonius F Star, SoundCloud Tony, my YouTube account Tony996, and Star Native.
You can follow me on Instagram at Rose the Artist, Twitter at Sabre Gooden, SabreGood.
Well, if you want to get a t-shirt, you can, I have an Instagram page. It's If You Knew Me. That's it, just If You Knew Me. I'm in the works of, building up a Twitter. I had an email as well. It's if.you.new.me1@gmail.com. And you can email me and we can talk about sizes, colors, what different shirts that you want. And that's where you can find me.
You can match them with your sneakers.
Yeah.
The image that I'm wearing on my sweatshirt is of Quantavius Armstrong. He was a young man that was gunned down in Decatur, Georgia, shot several times. He lost his life on the pavement. And Art Heart ATL created this image in collaboration with Slick Vic the model to promote the cause of turning something negative and bad and saddening into something positive. Let's celebrate life. Let's learn something from what these people went through, from all the Trayvon Martins to the Eric Garners to the Emmett Tills. Let's learn something from these individuals. Value your life. You could be here today and gone tomorrow. So for all of you out there who are engaging in just violence and just beefing and negativity, at the end of the day, life is the most precious thing that we have, and we have to value that. Black lives matter, but lives matter, period. From your sister, my sister, your cousin, their cousins, we all matter. Our lives all matter, and we're all here to do something good. Let's do something good for each other. Let's help each other out. And with the RIP Tate Man movement, a portion of the proceeds will go towards purchasing a headstone for this young man. You can DM _SlickVic on Instagram for order details, and let's think about where we're going, where we're heading. Because at this point in time, we have to break the cycle. These stereotypes, this baby mama, thug, all of these things. Rise above the stereotypes. Be positive. If you wake up in the morning thinking about what you can do for yourself, you're starting the day off all wrong already. You should wake up thinking, how can I make a difference for everybody? No one's in this world alone. We're all in here. We're all in it together. We're already facing so many difficulties. Why make it even harder for each other? With Our Heart ATL, we are culture because we touch every element of culture, and unfortunately, violence is in the culture. Be grateful that you're here. Be humble, be thankful, be friendly, be nice, be positive. You know, it's so many things that you can do just from changing your state of mind. And unfortunately, we're stuck in this, you know, oh, the man, woe is me. We have to get out of that. We have to do something better. We have to be bigger. We are great.